Good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 26th, 2022. I checked. January 26th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice basic sets for Bagua. Bagua, the 8 trigrams. Jiang means palm. Most of the movements in Bagua are done with the palm, not with the fist. So we have Tai Chi Chuan, Tai Chi Chuan, fist, Chuan Fa, fist methods. Xing Chuan, fist again, alright. Bagua Jiang, palm. Okay. So we want to distinguish that as part of the fundamentals that we're going to work on. Let's get started. All right, so it's basic stretch, my go-to basic stretch. Feet about shoulder width apart, hands at your sides, open the arms, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, bend the knees, pull up through the crown of the head. Keep the shoulders down. Arms circle in front, back around both sides, up along the center line, and stretch out. Reach out over the legs, bend the knees. All the way up. Pay special attention to stretching through the waist and the back of the leg. I'm going to use that in a minute. And reach out. All the way up. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. All right. So we're here for fundamentals in Bagua. So this morning what we're going to do is we're going to cover a little bit of the hand methods, cover the stepping method, which is what we're going to work on right now, several of them, okay? The same as Xing has its stepping method and its practice methods. Tai Chi has its stepping method and its practice methods. Bagua has its stepping methods and its practice methods, right? So we're going to look at that a little bit. We're going to practice the first palm change. We're going to learn and practice the first palm change. As we do that, we're going to be able to apply the stepping methods that we're going to work on. All right, so we have a couple of things that we want to do in Bagua stepping. One is a walk in a circle, but I'm going to get to that in just a second. This one is the idea that we're sliding the foot along the floor, or whatever surface you're on, right? Foot slides. So, stand straight. I'm going to take my weight onto my right. You go to your left, bend the knee, bend, sit there. All right, other foot. Slide it to the front, slide it to the back. Don't take your foot off the floor. Foot stays flat. Slide through. Let me turn to the side, relax for a second. This, keeping the foot flat, more or less, is how we step in Bagua. That sliding step is what we use. Okay? Other leg. I'm on my left, you're on your right. Slide it forward and back. Forward and back. You have to release through the ankle, and you have to really pay attention to what your upper leg is doing in the hip in order to slide through. Alright, and relax. Okay, so supporting the weight on the other leg. right? As we step, we just did this, stationary. Straight for right now. Sink onto the left, bring the right in, get ready, and slide forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn around, go the other way. Sink, start with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice that, we're going to do it again. Notice that there's no up and down. Okay, I talked about this yesterday with shingy stepping, that as we move through, we're not doing this. This is wrong, don't do this. Don't do this. This is wrong, don't do this. Okay, so I'm here. No. No. Don't do that. All right. The foot slides along the floor, and there has to be enough sustaining strength in the supporting leg to keep your level as you go through. Second part of this, okay, so the slide to go straight. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll do the hook step to start the turn. All right. Feet more or less together. Weight to the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just stand up and turn around. Sink, left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that slide and push, slide and push. This is fundamental for Bagua. I don't care what kind of Bagua you're practicing, what style you're practicing. You're going to have this kind of stepping method, where the foot slides through. There are systems where the foot comes up a little bit more as it slides. So you pick up the foot, bring it through, and slide. That skill to slide, again, fundamental for what we're doing in Bagua. It gets more important as we start moving in circles. All right, so how do we turn? I haven't been doing anything with my hands. We can get to that in a minute. All right, on my left, start with the right. 1, 2, 3. Ready, and 1, 2, hook. This foot comes around, this foot stays, this foot comes around, and I want to end up more or less in this position. Now, no leaning, sink, inside pushes out, and your back and your hips need to sit so that the leg is open. This stays open, this pushes out, this pushes in. It's fairly solid. It's very much like a tripod, right? That's the idea. All right, so as we come around, hook, go back the other way. That turn, okay, this is what we're working on right now. As we go through that turn, we need to know where we're going, right? So I'm in 180. I'm not trying for a 360. I'm not going all the way around. Not for this right now, okay? I want to turn around and go the other direction. So whichever foot hooks, the other foot is going to stay straight. We use the stepping method in our circle walking, okay? So a little bit, just a little bit. Basic hook step. 2 steps, and then hook. I'm on my left, you go to your right. And push forward 1, 2, hook. Step back, do it again. Sink, 1, 2, bring the foot around. Notice that my hip goes with. It's not, my hip's not all the way around, but it goes with. The rest of my body has not turned quite so much yet. Sink, 1, 2, hook the foot. Other side. Sink onto the, I'm on my right, you're on your left. And 1, 2, hook the foot. Sink, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Sink, 1, 2, 3. All right. The easiest way is just to show you. Notice what my outside foot is doing. That hook that we just did, that's it. All right, so as we pay attention to this, we're going to do this one exercise and then we're going to walk circle. As we pay attention to sliding the foot, we also want to be prepared that as we turn, the other foot will come around and hook. Don't worry about the hands, just put them someplace. Stand straight, weight to the left, bring your right in. We're going to go across 5 steps, hook, turn around, come back the other way, hook again, and start forward again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook, come back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook, turn around, 1, 2, 3. Hook the foot, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook the foot, come around. All right, my count's a little bit off. It happens. This hook, as we walk the circle, every step uses it. Which foot hooks depends on which is the outside foot and which is the inside foot. Okay? One of the difficulties with Bagua is that it is circles on circles. So, it's round. As we step forward, we're going to practice this for just a second, and you'll see exactly how this works, all right? So as we slide the foot forward, this one hooks. This one goes forward, this one hooks. All right? Let me go the other way. So, this is forward, this hooks. This is forward, this hooks. This goes forward, this hooks. The inside leg slides forward. If I'm going this way, my inside leg is my left, right? Hook, step, right leg hooks, left leg straight. If I'm going the other way, right leg hooks, turn around, go the other way, left leg hook. Alright? The outside, big circle, 8 steps is one method, 12 steps is another. So the size of the circle should be 8 steps. It can also be 12 steps. Now there's a standard size. What we want to focus on right now, though, is that the step is regular and that it matches the count. Okay? So you may not have enough room to do a bigger circle, You know, do a smaller circle. Adjust your stepping method so that that is a circle, not a square or an oval or some other geometric shape, okay? It's a circle. As we start out, and I'm just going to start, I'm going to walk this way. All right, as we start out, inside foot straight, outside foot hooks. Inside foot, and notice my hip comes around so that I'm going straight. Right? I'm here. Straight, hook, change here. Straight, hook, right? As this comes around, the hip changes position so that as you slide your inside foot straight, it doesn't run into your other foot. Right? You leave yourself room to move, right? I'm going to turn around and we're going to walk the circle each direction, right side, left side, one time. Just feet. So they're standing up here where you can see my feet. Alright, here. Just the feet. Both feet are together. Sink a little bit onto the right. Turn the left toes out. Hook. This. Right? Shift back to the left. Step out straight with the right. Hook with the left. Straight, hook. Straight, hook. Straight, hook. Don't lean. Straight, hook. Straight, hook. Straight, hook. Stay there. Don't move. Right? This, and trying to stay back, and I end up making it an oval instead of a circle. My circle goes out a little bit further than my camera will allow for. let me make one adjustment here. I can move a little bit. A little bit more floor, a little bit less ceiling for this one. All right. So as we come around, hook. Turn around and go back the other way. That real simple turn is something that we want to pay attention to. We have some footwork besides this that we want to pay attention to with this hook. Right? So as I start, turn the toes, right here, bring this around. Come back around, open. This is going to be my inside foot because I'm going this way. And come around. All right? Stand straight. Sink onto the right leg. Turn the left toes. Pretty much 90. And come around to meet it. Step back. Just turn around. Go back the way you came. Sink. Turn the left toes. Close the right. One more time. Sink. Open left. Close right. Open right. Now, open right. I'm here. Turn it straight. Bring the left foot around and hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ending up 8 steps from where you started. is the goal. Now, more practice so that your stepping is regular? Absolutely. The sliding step takes a little bit of work. I started 1990, no. Yeah, it was 90 something. And I would go after class and practice circle walking. Each palm change. And my circles were a little bit bigger. And my goal was 50. And then change. And then another 50 and change. Practicing that circle walking gave me a lot of stability that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Part of the problem with walking the circle, and we're going to put hands with this in just a second. Part of the problem with walking the circle is the tendency to lean in. Okay? As you're moving around, there's a tendency to build up the force that pulls you in to the center. So keeping the back straight, keeping the body at the appropriate angle helps with that. We've talked about, all right, so I talked about feet, and talked a little bit about the hips, what the hips are doing. What's the rest of the upper body doing? What's going on with that? All right, as we turn, and I'm just going to do this facing you so you can see it. As we turn to get started, and as we, I'll cover the changes in a minute. Both hands open, both arms open, right? Arms open and come in, depending on which direction you're going, all right? So if I'm going this direction, my right hand's going to be under, my left hand's going to be over. If I'm going the other direction, my left hand is under, my right hand is over. Both hands more or less parallel with each other. You know, both arms more or less parallel with each other. Little bit of space, not a lot. This hand under the armpit. This hand covers the shoulder. As we turn, the body goes with. As we come back around, as we open, arms extend, circle up, and come down. Okay? Let's practice this just a couple of times. I'm going to turn around, just the arms. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Relax through the upper body, just the arms. Arms open, right hand comes under the left. We're not turning, just doing the arms. Both hands extend front, turn over, palms up. Both hands come down along center line. Again, right side. Right under the left, extend and down. One more time. Extend and down. Left hand under. Again. Don't forget that there's a circle here, that the arms do follow that circle. Circle. All right. And we got this one too. All right. So, as I start, open, close, open. I'm going to do this one more time and then we're going to practice this. Alright? So I'm here, open left, close right, come around, and center. As you turn, this actually does come up and around. Okay? Stepping stays level. I want this circle. As I come out, upper hand, lower than the shoulder, so fingertips at the shoulder, no higher than the shoulder. More or less to the middle dantian, right here. Lower hand at the lower dantian, except a little bit over to the hip. So you're a little bit over here. This stays open. So there needs to be space between the body and the arm. Don't close your arm to bring it across. This has to stay open. Can't move it if it's closed. Eh? I'm also turned through the waist and the shoulders toward the center. That's what I was talking about as we walk the circle, which we're going to do in just a minute. The tendency is to, I'm falling into the middle here. Supporting through the sustaining leg and using that force, using that opposing force to keep you centered is how you manage that force that's trying to pull you in. All right? Let's do this. I'm going to turn around. We're going to do this a couple of times to each side so that we start out here, open, and get ready to walk the circle. This, open here, come around. Find the center point. When I first started, there was a tree. It was my, I walked around the circle in the tree. There was a tree there, and I'd walk around the tree. It was easy. I found the center. Find the center point, pick spot. That's what you're walking around, that center. This hand, again, it's not straight to the center. It's turned just a little bit, not a lot, just a little, so that as you move forward, this side of your hand would be stuck to the tree or following along the tree if it was a big enough tree, right? Come around. Pay attention to turning the waist. Stay in balance. Stand straight, feet together, hands at your sides. Ready, and sink left, open the arm, or sink right, open the arms, turn the left foot, come around, close, turn around again, open. Do it again. Feet together, stand straight. I'm going to open to the left, sink, open, turn, close, turn around to the center. One more. Feet together, stand straight. Relax the breathing, relax the breath. And open. And turn. Other side. You're going to open to the right, come around to the left. Ready? Relax the breath. open, close, center. Again. Open to the right, sync, open, close the left, come back to center. One more time. Sync, open, close, open. Relax. These turns, part of this fundamentals for Bagua. Everybody has some version of this turn. This is one of these fundamental things. Walk the circle. I might have a system, there might be a system, where the foot comes up to slide. Not in ours. We don't do that. Foot stays down. This position is what it looks like from the front. Right? This open. This is slightly turned. The wrist position of Bagua, I talked about this a little bit with Xingyi, and that we sit the wrist. In Bagua, we're kind of halfway in between. Tai Chi is here. Xingyi is here. Bagua sits kind of in the middle. All right? And we use this turning palm. Palm, turn, palm. Throughout all of the palm changes. All right? So this use of the hand, right? Think about if you were in a, I was a kid, swimming pool, right? I'm gonna make some waves in the swimming pool. Little kid, you're making waves in the bathtub, right? But I'm thinking about the swimming pool. And I'm gonna use my hand to push the water so that I make waves. Push this away, bring this in. That same idea is part of what we have in Bagua. Alright, so I'm going to take everything we covered this morning, put it all together, walk the circle 8 times. Yeah, it's kind of ambitious, but we're going to go ahead and do it 8 times in each direction. Alright, and I'm going to start facing away from you, and I'll count. The turns make it hard to watch the screen, right? Don't worry about that. Pay attention to your circle. Pay attention to, as we step through, how closely can you keep your steps the same? All right, so every time you step, can you keep it the same? The same distance, the same effort, the same level? That's what we want to work for, keeping your step the same. We're going to use the turns. Ready, stand straight. Relax the breath, open the back, pull up through the waist. Ready, and sink, turn, come back around to the center. Ready, and hook, slide, hook, slide, hook, slide, hook, slide, hook, slide, center. I haven't shown you that turn yet. Center. This hand comes around to the center. Both palms up, both palms out. step through. This is the first palm change, right? So it's just, I haven't shown you that yet. Let's walk around a couple more times. We're not going to stop. We're just going to turn around and go the other way, okay? Feet together, stand straight. And ready? Go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. 3 more. Keep going. Keep your back straight. And yes, your legs may be protesting. It's okay, we only got one more. This side. And come all the way back around. And stop. Other side. Go. 1. Your left foot straight, right foot hooks. Keep centered. Find that center pole. Tree. Pick a spot. Keep going. Don't lean in. Slide and hook. Slide, hook, slide, hook. Keep going. 2 more. One more. And center, stop. Excuse me, at this point you may feel like you would like to keep going. There is that. Alright, so a couple of things. As we practice and as I restart my practice, some of the things that we need to pay attention to are these fundamentals, right? As we start into the turns and the palm changes, it's like everything else. If the fundamentals aren't there, it's not going to work. All right? I'm going to go ahead and give this morning, and we'll review some of this tomorrow. This is intended to be foundations for Bagua, so fundamental stuff. Not so much focus on each of the palm changes. I will do that class. I will do that class, but the foundations that we gain from the first palm change are like everything else in the arts. We have stepping methods, we have hand methods, we have the use of the body, we have the momentum that we build as we're walking that contributes to what we can do with the circles. There's a lot of energy that Bagua can build up. All right, I'm going to show a little bit of that here in a minute. This change as we turn gives us the sense of what that feels like, what it is. All right, so just walk in the circle. You start to get a sense of what it takes for your legs to keep going, right? We're bent. It's not up here, it's down here. What does it take to sustain that? And then what does it take to maintain balance as we move through, as we cycle through each of the turns and each of the changes? This, I'm leaning in, happens If you didn't feel it, I can fix that. I can fix that. Alright, so as we work through, down, up, out. As I come around, I'm here. I'm going to turn around and do it the other way in a minute. Watch this time. All right, this hand comes around. Both hands down, up from underneath as I set into my back leg, in this case my left. Palms turn over, step out to the right. As I step up, left hand tucks under, right hand goes slowly over to my left shoulder. And I come out on the other side. First palm change. Here, down, up, out. Turn around, do it a couple of times. Right foot front, left foot back. Close left, one, up, and out. Again. Right foot front, left foot back. Right hand to extend to the center. Circle, one, up, and out. Extend through the back leg. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Other side. Left foot front, right foot back. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Set. 1, 2, 3. Circle. It should be a circle. And yes, it does use the waist. Right? And I haven't talked about that. It'll come up later, but right now we're just going to pay attention to 1, 2, 3 as we move through. So, start out, walk the circle, all the way around, palm change, walk the circle the other way, palm change, one more time, and stop. Feet together, stand straight. Start this way. Relax the body, relax the breath. Open and close. Come around, walk the circle. Step right, close left. Up, step out to the right. Close. Open, turn to the left, and go. Left foot stop, right foot hooks. Both hands down, up, out to the left. Walk the circle one more time. And close. Just stop. All right, as we close, we just stop. And salute. This, I'm not quite done yet. Don't go yet. I'm almost done. All right. As we come around to end practice, this idea that I'm just going to stop and close, keeping it simple, is a good thing. We can do something more, we could do something more elaborate. Why? Right? That's it. Most of what we do is relatively simple. There are complexities for the circles and the changes in what I'm doing with my breath, which I didn't talk about this morning, what I'm doing with my waist, which I didn't talk about that much this morning. Although I did wear this nice sweater that does move a lot, so you can see some of that movement more literally than would be possible otherwise. All right, I'm probably going to go, I'm going to just do this for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. As we develop this skill, and I'm stepping back because I'm probably going to go bigger than the camera has the floor, but it's close enough. All right, as we develop the skills, all right, one of the things that I'm going to say, don't do as much of, is to practice slowly. Just like Tai Chi has its ebb and flow, it's slow, we develop our skill through nice, regular, slow, ebb and flow type of movements. Xingyi is just straight to target. Bagua builds the energy from the circle walking and allows us to take that energy and do something with it. Alright, so I'm going to do this a little more quickly. I don't know that it's a good thing to try and replicate this right now, but we will. Alright, and I am going to start out facing you because I keep wanting to make my turns back here at the back of the room, and I'm going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to start out this opening. Alright, it's the same, and I'm going to not talk for just a second. Just stop. It's harder than it looks, okay? Moving more quickly requires a bit more placement, a bit more centering, requires a bit more strength through the legs, requires a bit more respiration, right? You get a workout. We're going to stop here for today. More Bagua tomorrow, so don't worry about that. I'll talk a little bit tomorrow about some of the other palm changes and some of the other things that we need to be able to do. Hang on a second. Oh, somebody said thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. I didn't know if it was a question that I should answer right now or not. But you're welcome. Thank you. Tomorrow, Friday is going to be other. So lots of other warm-up, lots of other fundamental stuff that we should know about. How much of it we practice, we'll see. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.